Hi there, this is Paula from Replicon, and these are some of the new features we released in Q3 of 2023. ZeroTime helps employees complete their timesheets by recording the time they spend on their apps each workday. It is available with Replicon and with Polaris. Last quarter, we added these new features to ZeroTime. Collectors are the apps used to collect data in ZeroTime. Last quarter, we added 5 new collectors. One for Microsoft Office 365, which works with Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, and one for Microsoft Outlook email. Plus, we added browser extensions for Chrome, Edge, and Firefox that you can use to record time spent on web tasks. Last quarter, we made it easier to find collectors by combining the company and user collector tabs within the ZeroTime UI. Now, to find out details about a collector, including whether it requires a company or self-level installation, simply click its block on the Home tab. And finally, end users can now include hashtag and @ symbols to associate terms they enter with timesheet labels, like projects, clients, or locations. Including these symbols can speed up the machine learning process and improve label suggestions. Previously in Polaris, project managers could assign estimated hours to each task as a whole. However, they could not assign hours to each resource assigned to that task. This meant project managers couldn't choose how to distribute task work among resources, and resources didn't know how much time they should be dedicating to each task. Plus, Polaris couldn't calculate the work remaining on a task for each user. To remedy these issues, we now allow PMs to assign expected hours for each user assigned to a task. As a result, project managers can now distribute hours among assigned resources however they choose, when adding a new task, or in the drawer of any existing task. Plus, each resource can now view the hours they're expected to work on a task in the Work Remaining field in SmartBeats, rather than seeing the estimate for all resources assigned to that task. And the estimated at completion value will now be calculated using the user's initial work remaining value, making estimates more accurate. In Q3, we made these improvements to our resource allocation features in Polaris. When adding a direct allocation to a project, you can now specify the date range and loading for the allocation, which will automatically set the editable total allocated hours. This makes it easier and faster to set up precise direct allocations from the Quick Allocation and Resource Plan pages. To help resource managers more easily find the projects they want to allocate resources to, we've added a Show Project filter to the top right-hand corner of the Quick Allocation page. You can choose to show all projects, unarchived projects only, or you can choose to display only projects of one or more selected statuses. We've added a new resource request and allocation import template that you can use to add unfulfilled or fulfilled resource requests or direct allocations. You can use this import to simplify your request process, since imported requests can be fulfilled as normal using SmartMatch. You can also use this import to edit the date range or total hours for existing allocations, and you can merge multiple rows with the same project name, role, resource name, and status into a single allocation row. Request managers can now set and compare estimates for enhancement requests. Setting estimates can allow you to find the requests that both deliver the highest value and maximize your resource use. Polaris calculates the estimate based on the duration you provide, the number of resources you need for each required role, and your system's default cost rates. Once you've set estimates, you can sort them on the requests page to determine which project would provide the most value to your organization. Finally, we've separated co-manager access out from the project's permission and are offering it as a standalone permission. This is particularly useful to customers who manage projects in a third-party system, who disable all project edit permissions for users in Replicon to ensure that changes are only made in the third-party app. Now, these customers can enable co-managers while keeping other project permissions locked. If you'd like more information about these features or any other functionality within Replicon or Polaris, please visit our help system, go to our community, or contact Replicon support. That's all for me for now. Thanks for your time.